Hi guys, in this video I'll show you how to draw the construction of hyperbola by using general method in AutoCAD 2007 version. The question will be something like this. Construct a hyperbola when the distance of the focus from the directrix is 65 mm and eccentricity is 3/2. As you can see here, the eccentricity value is greater than 1 because it is an hyperbola. In some cases they will not give you information regarding the name of the curve. They will directly say that construct a curve when the distance of the focus from the directrix is something and eccentricity is 3/2 or 4/3 in that way. Something greater than 1 they'll give, which will mean that it is a hyperbola. So by seeing the question itself, we can understand if it is a hyperbola or parabola or ellipse. So now come to the AutoCAD 2007 version. So after opening it, we'll give the limits 0, 0, 100, 100 I'm giving it because that's enough now in this case. So then I'll check the units it is in millimeters. Okay, millimeters only I want to draw, so I'm keeping it there. Okay, then Z enter, A enter. Afterwards, select a straight line, that is line command, and draw a straight line like this. First, drawing a straight line, we need to see it ortho mode on. So ortho mode on, approximately some 100 mm I want to draw like this, and press escape. So this, let it be this line be our directrix. Now coming to the question again, the distance from the directrix and the focus is 65 mm. So draw a straight line from the center of this like this with 65 mm like this, which is our distance between the focus and the directrix. So that means that if I select a format, let me go to the format and point style and change it something like this and select a point PO enter at this point here. This particular point is nothing but our focus point. So I'm using multi-text command here, and this is multi-text. So let me give some 7 and instead of text I'll go forward and now let it be bold for our visibility. This is my F point. So F. Okay, so this is my F point. So let this corner be C. So I'm giving this name as C. I just copied it and I'm renaming it to C. So then somewhere between these two we'll have another one, that is V. This one will be V. Where the V will be, we'll find out now. So now the shortcut for the finding out of this one is eccentricity is 3/2 now. So the numerator plus denominator, 3 plus 2, that is 5. So now divide this CF into 5 parts, numerator plus denominator. So go div, enter, select this line and divide it into 5 parts like this. So now we need to give the V point at either this one or this one or this one or this one, depending upon the question. So the shortcut is like third point from the focus, that is because the numerator is 3 no, so therefore third point from the focus. So this is focus, so this is first, second and third. So this is going to be our vertex point like this. This is the vertex point. Okay, so these things are not necessary, we can delete it. This thing is also not necessary, so I can delete this one. Now if you observe carefully, eccentricity value is equal to, that is E is equal to VF by VC. Therefore how many parts we are going to do is that VF plus VC, that many parts we are going to do. So depending upon the question, that is eccentricity value, we can get it. Once this is finished, we can finish the diagram very easily. Simply select a straight line from V to F and press escape. Then select this straight line and rotate it with 90 degrees at this point. Basically what I have done is that how much VF is there, that much straight line I am drawing here. So let me say something like give that name as some X or Y or something like that. I'll give some point P, I'll say P like this. So join CP, and this line should be extended further. So for that sake, what I'll do is that I'll draw a straight line from V to ortho mode on, from V to some like 150 mm I want to draw like this, and at this point I'll draw a straight line like this. So I'll extend it to some 250 mm. Say 250 mm. Now I'll extend by using the extend command here. I'll select this extend command, and until this line I want to extend, so select that line and press enter. What line I want to extend? This line I want to extend. I'm pressing it. It is not extending. Reason is that this line is not long enough to be extended. So I'll just move it a little bit down, and I'll select this and I'll extend further more like this. So supposedly 300 mm I have selected. Then select extend command until this line I want to extend. So select that line and press enter, and this one should be extended. So until this one it is extended. Escape. Now whatever is not necessary I can trim them. So I'll select all these things and press enter, and this one is selected now. Therefore it is trimmed. Now Z enter enter. As you can see, this is my C point, this is V point, this is F point, and F should be highlighted because that is going to be important for us for the next point onwards. So now we can select the straight line from the V and divide that into number of equal parts depending upon your requirement. Say 6 parts I will going to divide it. So use D, I, V, enter, select the straight line, and say supposedly 6 parts I want to select it, 6 and press enter. As you can see, I have got 6 points here. So you can give the names there. This is your first point, number 1. This is the second point, number 2. In some cases, the focus point and the first point or focus point and the second point will be same. In that case, you need not worry about giving the second point name. Automatically, the second number and the focus point will be the same. 3, this is 4, this is 5, and at last 6, this is the 6th point. It's not necessary that you should do only 6. In this case, I am selecting 6. Now, select this copy command, and select this straight line and press enter. And at each and every point, paste this thing. So I'm pasting it here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Not in the F point, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 points. So whatever the unnecessary things there, I can remove them, select all these things and use trim command. What are not necessary, I'll select them, those are all trim. Escape. So now, whatever the 1 point is there, from there, the opposite reached point that is on the CP extended line, what you are getting will be 1 dash. This one will become 1 dash. This is 2. Therefore, this becomes 2 dash. Similarly, 3, 3 dash. 3, 3 dash. Similarly, 4, 4 dash, and 5, 5 dash, and 6, 6 dash. In this way, you'll have 6 points in this line and 6 points on the extended line. Basically, we have 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash, 3, 3 dash, 4, 4 dash, and 5, 5 dash, and at last 6, 6 dash. So if you observe carefully, every line the dimension is changing. It is increasing rapidly in this case because the angle obtained here is greater than 45 degrees. If you want, you can even check that also. You can check this also. See, it is 56 degrees greater than 45 degrees. If it is equal to 45 degrees, then what you are going to draw will be parabola. If it is less than 45 degrees, whatever you are going to draw will become an ellipse. So once this is finished, select a circle command and from 1 to 1 dash draw a circle and select that circle and change the center from 1 to F. 1 to F and then press escape. Then select pivot, enter, and on 1 1 dash the intersection point will be there. That intersection point should be selected. It is not visible to me, therefore I will use my mouse wheel to zoom as much as possible, and here you can see on the straight line this is the intersection point. So this intersection point I am selecting it. Once that is finished, this circle is not necessary, so I am deleting it. Then again select circle command and from 2 and 2 dash I am drawing a circle. Similarly, change the center of this one from 2 to F. Here also the point will be very close to the extended CP line. So go little bit zoom and here. So this is also one more important point in the hyperbola. When you are drawing a hyperbola, almost to the extended line nearer points you will get it. So you can easily identify if you are doing mistake or correct. So 3 3 dash. So select this and select this. PO enter. This is the point. Now this is not necessary, selecting it and delete it. Then similarly point 4 4 dash. Then select this and change it from there to F. Then PO enter here. And last but one 5 dash. Now you can see I did not delete it. I just moved it from there to 5 and then increased the size of that by using the quadrant and extending it. So you can go that way also. That means instead of drawing circle again and again and again, I'm just dragging it from there to this point and selecting the quadrant point and increasing the radius. Then again changing it from there to the focus point and selecting the PO enter, and here intersection point is finished. On each and every point it is finished, therefore I'm deleting that circle. First point and second point are not visible to me, therefore I can go for format, point style and just press OK, it's enough, you'll get the points all. Now what you can do is that you can select all the points which are obtained by you by using this method. Select all these points and use mirror option along C and V. If you select the mirror plane and press enter, the above and bottom also will be obtained. Now here in this case you go to the polyline option. Whatever the points are obtained, you can give the name as P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P6 dash, P5 dash, P4 dash, P3 dash, P2 dash, P1 dash, because these are all the mirror images, no, therefore. So from P6 dash I'll select P5 dash, P4 dash, P3 dash, P2 dash, P1 dash, then we'll select V, then first point, that is P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6, and press enter. So the curve is finished, that is nothing but your hyperbola is finished. So select this one and use PE, enter, and fit, therefore the curve is fit. Then select this one, give some line weight to it, supposingly some 60 mm, 0.60 mm I have given, then use the line weight. You can see the curve here. For easy understanding, I am giving some color to it. I am giving some green color like this. So this is the. In some cases, they might ask you to draw tangent and normal for this curve. It is pretty simple. Supposingly, they'll ask you to draw a tangent at this point, something like this point here. I have selected this point. I am giving some color to it, red color. So from the red point, I want to draw a tangent and the normal. That point is something in general question purposes. They'll give you like the information will be given like from the focus point how much distance it is there. How do you select that? You'll select a circle command, and from that circle until this point will draw a curve, so that you'll get this point, and then this curve will be deleted. That is something like in this case 176.35 mm. This is what I've selected here. Anyhow, whatever this might be, you select the point. Once that point is selected, you'll draw a straight line from this point to the focus point, and again from the focus point to this point you'll draw two straight lines. Escape. After that, select straight line and use rotate command, and this side you'll rotate it in the 90 degrees this direction, 90 degrees this direction. That is, in this case, if you are selecting 90 degrees, this will rotate in this direction, in this direction. I want it in the opposite direction, therefore I am selecting it 270 degrees. So 270 degrees I am rotating it. It come this side because I want this line to be cutting the directrix. So directrix is what I am required here. So at this point it is cutting the directrix. So I'll select that point. From that point, if I draw a straight line until this straight line, this point which I have selected, this becomes tangent, and if anything line which is drawn perpendicular to it, that becomes normal. So I am drawing another straight line along this one and selecting that straight line, rotating it at this point, and rotating at this point with 90 degrees like this, and I'll select that straight line and move it like this. So that straight line and this straight line, one is tangent and one is normal. I'll give some line weight to them. 40 mm I'm given 0.40. If I want, I'll give some other color also. In this case I have given pink. So that is tangent and normal. So basically, when you are drawing this, what you can do is that after selecting that straight point, from that point to the focus point, I'll draw two straight lines, and one straight line is rotated towards the directrix side. That is, in this case, 270 degrees I have rotated it. If you are selecting 90 degrees, it will come other opposite side. That one can be extended up to the directrix by using the extend command. Whatever it is, no problem. 90 degrees or 270 degrees, you'll get the line. After line is got, you can extend it. That is auto. Then whatever the intersection point is there, from that intersection point, draw two straight lines along that line, point. One straight line will be tangent, and another straight line will be rotated 90 degrees to get normal. So this is your normal and this is your tangent. So with this, the problem is over, but the dimensioning is not over. In this case, we know that information between C and F, so that one should be shown. Dimension is not visible, so dimension style, modify. Text is around 2.5, I'm giving some 7. Symbols and arrows, arrow size is also 2.5, I'm giving some 5. Then press OK, close, 65 mm. And we know the information that eccentricity is equal to 3 by 2, therefore that one also should be shown here. So I'll select that, and E is equal to 3 by 2. That is also known to us, therefore E is equal to 3 by 2. That one also will be written here and shown. And you can write the information that it is a hyperbola by using general method. In that way you can write the information here. So with that, your diagram is finished. Z enter, E enter. So this is your total diagram. If you want to take the printout of it or PDF version of it, you can go to the layout one in this case. Here you can select it. If you want to print it on a white paper in a black and white Xerox shop, then you can remove all these colors, because these colors might not come perfectly in your black and white Xeroxes. So try to see that you remove all these colors. So for that, Control A button, you can select all. You can select all, Control A button, and in this case, by layer if I give, everything will be changed to black color. Then everything is finished. So in this case, File, Plot, you can change it to PDF version here, drawing to PDF, ISO, then OK, everything will be finished. Then you can save it and you can see it later. So that is how you finish the diagram of the hyperbola when eccentricity is given as 3 by 2 and the distance between the directrix and the focus point is given as 65. And we also drawn tangent and normal for this also. Bye.